Hey guys, this is FLIMFLAM. I'm Allison,
I'm Brie.
and thank you for tuning in. So we have sort of a different setup right now. We are sheltering in place, meaning Brie is in her apartment and I'm in my house, and we are doing this through one of those newfangled video phones.
The Zoom
Zoom
meeting and the face chat.
The face chat. I just wanted to thank everybody for all your wonderful opinions on last episode. They were all very well received. But we should thank Steve-O.
Thank you, Steve-O. Your FLIMFLAM was awesome. I loved listening to all the info about the guy I had heard all through my childhood but knew nothing about. Hearing about Crazy Eddie was really, really cool. We had some people who had really strong opinions about that.
Yes. And I think that was the most fun.
That was the most interesting, for sure.
Yeah. But today we are doing the FLIMFLAMmer Count Victor Lustig, who is probably one of the most well-known con artists.
Because he tried to sell something, right?
Yes,
it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. He sold the Eiffel Tower
2 times. Twice the Eiffel Tower. Twice the
Eiffel Tower.
Twice the Paris. Is that in Paris? It's in Paris, right?
Yes, Brie.
I couldn't remember.
Okay, so I'll just dive right into it. Born in Arnau, Austria-Hungary, January 4th, 1890.
I'm pretty sure that's not where the Eiffel Tower was born.
No. I'm talking about him, dude. Come on now.
Mr. Lustig.
Yes.
He was born in Vienna.
No, in Arnau, Austria-Hungary, which is now Hostiné, Czech Republic.
He loves sausages.
Or he hates them because he's just sick of them. He's had them his entire life. Can't have another.
My whole life, man. All anyone ever does is ask me about sausages. Okay.
Yeah. So he may have been born Robert V. Miller. The sources are kind of sketchy on that. Robert V. Miller does not sound like an Austrian-Hungarian name.
That's true.
To me.
Miller sounds like English, maybe, right? Like not.
I don't know, man. I don't know enough about names to tell you where that's from.
Like a lot of them were based off like what they did at the time, right? So wouldn't Miller be like Miller in German or a different? Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. A little weird. So my theory is that it's an Ellis Island name, but that's just me talking out of my ass.
No,
so,
I mean, that's very likely, so many people change their names and drop parts of their names and, to make it more palatable for whatever.
True. Us Hammers used to be like Hammer von Wiener Schnitzel shits or something.
My dad says I used to be Zdepowski, but that they had to drop the Owski to make it more, manageable. He might be just pulling my leg because he likes to do that. But yeah, a lot of name changes. So maybe maybe Miller was actually...
So I don't know, but I'm going to call him Victor Lustig throughout this because that's his most well-known alias. He had over 50 aliases, but this is the one. Yeah.
He had 50 fake names.
Yes, of course. He's a con man. He's got a,
I can't even keep track of one. Like, holy shit. I literally haven't even changed my name since getting married, and this guy is running around with 50 fake names. You
ever forget your name when you have to go to introduce yourself to somebody, and you're like, God, who am I?
And then there's the whole Gabrielle Brie thing, which is a whole headache in and of itself. But he had 50 names to remember. I'd hear an alias and I'd be like, fuck, was I using that one? Like, is that me? Like, or is it,
Yeah.
Am
How
I
do you
still
keep all
using
your
it?
lives straight?
Did I drop it? I don't know. Did he have like a notebook? Maybe he had several notebooks. But did he have a dog?
I don't know, Brie. I don't know if he had a dog. Just, a plucky little sidekick to take with him on his cons.
But yeah, we'll get to that later.
So his father was supposedly the mayor.
Allegedly.
We say allegedly because this all actually comes from Victor Lustig himself. So he's not the, not the best source.
Kind of an unreliable narrator kind of situation.
Right.
Got it.
But it is assumed that his family had money because Victor was well educated. He was fluent in 5 languages: Czech, French, English, German, and Italian.
That's okay. Good for him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I wonder
Yeah,
if it's
anybody that's
easier
good.
or harder to keep all your names straight when you speak 5 different languages. Sorry, what?
Yeah, right. Does he have backstories for all these names?
I hope so.
Yeah. Anyway, went to University of Paris where he skipped many classes to play cards and pool.
It sounds like a Ponzi.
Yeah, they were both sort of the hangers-on, like just I'm gonna go to college, but not really go to college.
College experience, man.
Yeah,
That's not a
that's what
college
I got. That's why it took
experience.
me so long to graduate. He would ultimately leave school to begin life as a con man. Okay, so this is now our new favorite magazine where I got this information, True Detective Mysteries magazine.
True
Write that
Detective
down.
Mysteries? I
True
am actually.
Detective
I
Mysteries
have a little
magazine.
post-it pad that I'm writing things down on. True Detective Mysteries. Cool, dude.
According to them, he progressed from pickpocket to burglar to eventually perfecting every card trick known to man.
Nice.
In fact, it was said that Lustig could make a deck of cards do everything but talk.
That sounds like that line from Cats.
That's a line from Cats?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Nobody cares. It's Cats.
Cats the movie?
Don't worry about it.
Did you see
first from the
Cats the
musical,
movie?
I did. We went in our comfies, and it was the most ridiculous thing in the world. And I heard this 8-year-old up in the front row being like, "Mom, this is bad!" Halfway through the movie.
Nice, smart kid.
He was a really smart kid. There was food. It was a dine-in theater, so that was nice.
I was going to say, get that kid some Milk Duds.
I know, seriously, I should have bought him a soda or something. But yeah, no, that kid was telling the truth the entire time. He was saying what we were all thinking, It was so bad, dude. Anyway, yeah, there's some line about Mr. Mistopheles, one of the cats, and it's he can pull any card from it's all about how good he is with dice and cards and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this guy sounds like Cat.
Well, maybe he's based on Victor Lustig.
Probably. Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows? Again, just talking out of my ass. So we deal in facts, but do we?
Unlike the cats in Cats who had no assholes and thus could not speak out of their asses. Yeah, we deal with available facts.
Yeah, available facts. That's
it's a little hard to fact check sometimes when all the sources are questionable.
Yeah, we're not journalists. We should have made that clear.
To be a journalist.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like your Lois Lane or your April O'Neil.
Yeah, man. Asking tough questions and being nosy and nobody likes me, but I get to the bottom of the story. And that'd be a fun time.
Hanging out with superheroes, sometimes doing it and not even knowing they're superheroes.
I bet she knew. Hot take. I bet she knew the entire time.
Yeah, and then she just had to act surprised when he.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you're
what?
Superman.
Yeah, they did that on Lois and Clark when she was like, "Who's asking, Clark Kent or Superman?"
Nice. That's funny. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. I love me some Lois and Clark.
Yay! I hear good things. But anyway, so
we're getting off topic.
That's okay. True Detective Mysteries is one of our sources, and so he spoke 5 languages. He went to college, but mostly he just fucked around and played cards. But he learned all the card tricks, and he could make a deck disappear. Which is
he could do all the stuff. His early cons were committed against the rich on pleasure cruises, traveling between New York and Paris.
COVID was a scam, and he's
the guy that installed the 5G.
Exactly. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, he was the original 5G wireless network installer, and that's how the virus is transmitted,
Yes, because that's how viruses are transmitted.
Yep, that's totally how that works. Can you believe the
I had to have a conversation with somebody about that who seemed to actually believe that.
Legit? They really thought that?
He was like, I'm reading all this stuff about 5G and I just don't know. And I was like, really? You don't know? You're
That's not how viruses work at all. There's so many problems with it. Yeah, it's not like the WHO or the CDC or something actually had to put out an infographic about how that's not how any of this works. No. So anyway, we got off topic again. So he preyed on rich people on their cruise ships, and
he would pose as a Broadway producer, getting people to invest in fake musicals. Much like the musical The Producers.
Oh, excellent.
Cats. No, just like Cats.
Springtime for Hitler and Germany. That's such a good movie, man. I've never seen like a musical of it though. So that's cool that he did that. That's a fun. I feel like he's our most entertaining, literally, but not really, because he's not actually directing a play.
But he's directing his own play.
Right, in his mind.
Yeah. Yeah, so he would just gather up all this money for a play that didn't exist. But I wonder how he sold it. Like, what did he say it was about? What was his Springtime for Hitler?
What if somebody was like, oh, that sounds awesome. I'd like to take a look at the screenplay. You know, like, oh, who's your lead? You know, like what?
Oh, we got the best lead.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, man, are you guys holding auditions? Because, you know, I can sing. You know, like, what would he do if he got, like, serious inquiries about being in these musicals?
I'm sure he would just con the crap out of them, because that's what he did.
Yeah, show up here. Show up to this theater at this time.
Yeah.
Bring a lot of money with you.
Yeah, definitely. But then World War I broke out. No! Back then, they weren't calling it World War I because they didn't know there was going to be a World War II, so it was called the Great War.
Right.
Yeah. So transatlantic cruise ships stopped doing their thing, so Lustig had to settle down somewhere. He chose America. Yeah. Once in America,
tell me about the Rumanian Box.
Yes, he starts conning people with this Rumanian Box, which is a device that supposedly printed $100 bills.
I was thinking more like you stick your hand in it and you experience like intense pain, and you need to go through it to prove that you can hang with the Ben Gesserit? No? It's not that?
No, it's not that.
Oh, man. All right, that's
Sorry,
too bad.
Brie.
So it's also not like a box that summons demons from hell and grants like a puzzle that you put together almost?
No, it does sound like it would be some sort of crazy puzzle box. Wouldn't that be great? Romanian. Like, in order for it to print the $100 bills, you have to solve a puzzle or summon a demon. And it's the demon that prints the $100 bills.
And then, can you imagine the demon's like, he's had a lot of people solve the box like that month. Yeah. He's like, look, man, it's been really busy. Like, I'm a little backed up. It's going to take a while.
I'm all out of my demon ink. And it comes out of his mouth and it makes that noise like old printers used to.
So like when the printer's on fire, it is literally like on hellfire, like because of this demon. I like this idea. Okay, so he had
But that's not true because I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So he would sell the boxes for $20,000 to $30,000 a piece. Mm-hmm. Each box took 6 hours to print a bill.
Just one bill. 6 hours.
Because you know it's got to look legit.
Yeah.
So of course Lustig would be long gone by the time the Mark figured out that they had been conned.
Sure.
What was happening was Lustig was just stocking each box with a few bills. And once the stash was exhausted, the machine just stopped working.
Gotcha.
It wasn't actually printing anything.
Like,
it was
how
just
pissed off
rolling it
people
out.
must be. Like, this fucking thing, it printed 2 bills and then shit out on me. What gives? And then trying to get a hold of him. Like, you know, there's no cell phones then. You can't, you know, save text messages that he sent you.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta.
That would work. There's no paper trail. There's
send a telegram to his hotel.
Carrier pigeon. Right. Oh, man. I print a couple of bills and then it would be done. That's it. And he'd be gone by that time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it took 12 hours to print a couple of bills.
Yeah. So that's his go-to con.
That's cool.
But I want to know, like, who machines the box, even just to roll out a bill that slow.
That's and furthermore, like, the bills that they were putting out were good fakes, right? So who's making the fake money?
No, they were real bills.
They were literally, okay.
So this
it actually printed money, but just a couple.
Yes, at this time, they're real bills. Later on, he gets into the counterfeiting.
Oh, okay. Nice. A little foreshadowing there.
Yep. So in 1922, this is the first time he uses the Count persona. Mm. So as Count Victor Lustig.
Two fake bills. I'm sorry. So he becomes a Count.
Yes. He purchased a rundown farm that the bank had repossessed in Missouri. Or Missouri, depending on where you're from.
Missouri.
Anyway, the Count character had a somber background. His life of nobility came crashing down when his country was overthrown during the war. With what was left of the family fortune, the Count would purport to have come to America to settle down and live the simple life of a farmer. Yeah.
Who printed bills out of a Romanian puzzle box.
I don't think he disclosed that information to the bank.
What?
I know, right? So the bank was eager to get rid of the farm property. They accepted his offer of $22,000 for the site.
Okay.
The Count also convinced them to exchange $10,000 in bonds for cash at the time of purchase.
Okay.
So he has these legitimate bonds that are worth $10,000. And he's like, okay, we'll just change this out while we're doing this whole thing. So during the transaction, Lustig switches the envelopes, walking away with both the cash and the bonds.
No.
Yeah, he does a little switcheroo.
Dude, this guy.
He's slick, right?
He's very slick. That's cool. I mean, he was a pickpocket up till then, right? He had perfected pickpocketing and card tricks and all these things. So you'd expect something. That's pretty cool.
So the bank's pissed, obviously. They hire a private detective who tracks him to a New York City hotel room.
Okay.
So tracks him down, basically arrests him, or like whatever a detective, a private dick's able to do.
Private dick.
I knew you had to laugh at that.
I'm amazed you were able to keep a straight face. Not gonna lie. You there. We know what you've been up to.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he said. And so on the train ride back to Missouri, Lustig convinces his would-be incarcerator that pressing charges against him would be bad for the bank because depositors would withdraw their money and the bank would go belly up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, was he right? Like,
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look good for the bank that they get conned.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, man, like, this is going to look so bad for you guys. Like, yeah. Yeah, so he just talked him out of getting arrested, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I have this dog. Where's my dog going to go?
You're obsessed with this dog. There is no dog.
Like Rin Tin Tin, but in crime.
Crime.
Yeah, a doggo in crime. I just really want there to be a little dog. All right. It was
well, when we make the movie, we'll have there be a dog that he just can't get rid of.
Yes.
He's like, get out of here, you mutt. And
he tries to pull the dog off on the bank guy. And then the bank guy goes home with a new friend. Aww, yeah. And it turns his life around.
Well, wait. So he convinces him not to press charges. And then then further, he goes on to say that the guy should pay Lustig $1,000 for the inconvenience of the arrest.
How about this? You don't arrest me because it'll look bad for you guys, and you pay me.
Yeah, this was real inconvenient. I think you owe me a little something.
Yeah, holy shit. So let's talk about how you're going to make this up to me, right? Because you owe me for train tickets, first of all.
Yeah. Your option is $1,000 or a BJ. You choose.
Private dick and BJ.
Sorry. Little. My comedy goes there.
That's okay. That's okay. We're talking about private dicks. I understand.
All dicks should be private.
All private dick. All the time. So you read this in True Detective Adventures? Wait, no.
No, not this part.
Okay. True Detective
This
Mysteries.
part, I'm not sure where I got it from. I should make better notes of that. But then I say, smooth like butter, Lustig walked away with his freedom and $1,000.
Nice.
I spelled butter, you know how you're supposed to.
Butti. A-H?
H.
Gotta have the H at the end. Butter.
Yeah.
Butter.
So he had been arrested pretty much throughout all this time. Like while this stuff is going on, he's getting caught sometimes, but he always seems to get out of it. Or he'll get arrested, but he'll give them a fake name and they have no way of cross-referencing who the hell he is.
Yeah, you're saying, man, this guy who did this thing, okay, prove it.
Yeah.
Like what, how do they even, Jesus.
Yeah. So he's a classic con man. So he pulls the most classic con of the time, The Wire.
Okay.
So he pulls it on this banker, Linus Merton, in Montreal.
Linus.
So to get Merton's confidence in his character, Lustig arranged for another thief to lift the banker's wallet just so Lustig could return it the next day.
Oh, nice. The setup. So he gets to look like the good guy.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Okay.
So the two fall into easy conversation. Lustig informs Merton of a money-making opportunity. And this is the setup for The Wire, is this money-making opportunity. He claims to have a cousin who works for a bookie who was able to intercept race results before they were posted. Now, because everything was coming over wires for the first time, there would be a little gap between, you know, the race results being known and then them being posted.
Was it like dog racing or?
I don't know if it was dog racing or horses. I want to hope horses because dog racing makes me sad.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That's where you got dog, though.
So they did. So Lustig did actually have an in. He did know, you know, who was going to win.
Sure.
So that part was true. But it wasn't a scheme he intended on doing long term.
Right.
Because his mark was not the, you know, the bookie. It was this guy, Linus. So the men play several bets with their insider knowledge, one every time. Then this cousin announces that his wife is ill and he has to leave the job and move immediately.
Oh, geez.
Just to add some drama to the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Maybe they should have lost a couple of times, you know, just to make it look not so weird. Anyway,
but then that he had to convince him.
True.
The first couple are called the convincer, you know, then he believes it's right.
So then Bookie Cousin's wife gets sick.
Yeah, so he's like, I gotta get out of here. So they convince Linus to make one last very large bet, and Merton would lose $30,000 to Lustig when his horse, quote unquote, lost.
Oh no!
So that's when the loss comes in.
That's so much money.
But of course, the bet was never placed. The money went right in Lustig's pocket.
Yep.
So the scheme's been around since the dawn of the modern betting parlor. And I like to believe that Lustig accomplished the theft so smoothly that he left his mark scratching his head.
Where'd my money go?
Yeah. Because if you do it right, you don't blame the guy that's with you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay. So this is where we're going to start slowing down because we are coming up to 1925, and that's a very big year for old Vic. That's the year that he would sell the Eiffel Tower. He would attempt to sell it twice. He would sell it once.
How did he move it, though? Like, how did he?
I love that that's your question.
Did he, like, have a whole, you know?
He had a crane system set up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what was
he had a bunch of guys in on it.
Right, hold on. I'm going to draw the Eiffel Tower real fast.
Just real quick.
Yeah, that's not right. This is my Eiffel Tower.
I would have known what that was in Pictionary.
I'm going to put a little tower at the top. And then, wait, does it have
Oh my God.
There's like some railings up here and like, maybe if
there's a restaurant. Draw the restaurant.
Right. There is a restaurant. Right. Hold on. Here's some people hanging around. And then here's the road. The L'Arc de Triomphe goes through it, right? Or is that? No, wait. No, the route. Fuck. I can't remember.
Like I've been to Paris. Come on.
I went to Paris when I was like 13, but I was young and I don't remember much about it except that there was the Louvre was really, really cool, and there was a mime who scared the shit out of me. This is my Eiffel Tower. I think it's pretty beautiful. Pretty legit. See the restaurant?
It looks like a chess piece.
It does actually. There's a restaurant down there with some people. I don't know if you can see their heads.
Yeah. The Eiffel Tower actually, I believe, comes to a point.
Oh shit, you're right. It shouldn't have that thing up top. That makes it look like a rook, which it should not be. Yeah, that's true. Let's fix that. All right.
Brie. Oh, Brie.
There, it's a point now.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I'm so proud of you.
So if you'd like, I can get you a real good deal.
This right here?
I've had people ask me about, I've had offers like you wouldn't believe. People want this. I don't know why, but there are people who seem to really like it. They're offering me at least $10 for this. I'll give it to you for $12.
The picture?
Yeah. No, for the tower.
Wow.
$12. Take it or leave it. Final offer.
Well,
11.
So he's not selling the tower itself as a piece of real estate. He's selling the metal that it's made of.
Oh.
Yeah. So in 1925, he's staying at a Paris hotel. He reads a news article about the tower. The article says that the state's having trouble funding its upkeep. So the author ends the piece by asking whether or not it might be better to sell the thing off for scrap. So Lustig was like, yes.
Yeah, I'm
yes,
just
I
gonna
will do that.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to pick up next time.
All right, cool. So they're talking about selling it for scrap, and he just runs with it.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm your guy. I'm going to be the guy to sell the Eiffel Tower.
Good stuff.
And of course, so when somebody says something like, I have a bridge to sell you.
Oh, okay.
This is where that con
That's
originates.
a reference to that.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there were con men that tried to sell the Brooklyn Bridge.
I think you mentioned that to me once.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
We should definitely do short little flams at some point. Or flims. I don't know what we would call them.
Flims or flams? I don't know.
Yeah, we should do that.
Or just fl.
You're listening to Flu with Brie and Allison. Thanks for tuning in to Flu. Can't even say it anymore.
And this time, nobody's even drunk.
I know. I kind of wish I were. Like, we tried to record this once before. It didn't work out. Am I allowed to, like, tell my audience? Like,
you can tell them. I don't know if it's going to make it in the final cut. But
on one hand, I kind of want the video to be posted because of my drawing, my glorious Eiffel Tower, which, don't forget, I'm still selling. You can get a print for just a couple dollars. I haven't decided. On the other hand, I look like a swamp hag because I haven't showered in, like, 2 days because quarantine.
I've seen swamp hags, and you do look just like one.
Thank you. I mean, honestly, that's kind of the look I'm going for this season. You know, I just feel like it fits the mood.
That's okay. I don't look great either. My face is like extra full today because all I've eaten is fudge.
I wish I had some fudge. Oh man, that sounds good though. No, your hair looks pretty. Mine does not.
Well, thank you. Oh, les sigh. That's a French sigh.
I'm the
talking about Paris. So this has been Flim Flam. I'm Allison.
And I'm
Brie. And thank you for listening.
Don't forget, what should you do if you have ghosts in your blood?
Cocaine about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Flim Flam. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast fix. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at FlimFlamPod. Got a Flim Flam you'd like us to cover? Email us at flimflampod@gmail.com.